Good morning all. Today we will be discussing question paper of periodontology for the year 2019, and in this we will be discussing section 2, in which long question and one liners will be there. The question is given here on the screen. First long question: what do you mean by regenerative osteosurgery? What are various material used? Classify them and give step-by-step procedure. Now, since it's a long question, so we'll be writing first the content, in which we'll be writing all the points that we have discussed in that question. First is introduction, then definition, objective of regenerative osteosurgery, evaluation of regeneration, indications, diagram, classification and surgical procedure. Coming on to the definition, regenerative periodontal therapy comprise procedure which are specially designed to restore those part of tooth supporting structure that has been lost due to periodontitis. That means we will be restoring the structure that has been lost due to periodontal inflammatory disease. Objective of regenerative osteosurgery: regeneration of new cementum, periodontal ligament and bone, pocket reduction, clinical attachment gain, bone fill of the osseous defect, establishment of healthy maintainable environment. And this diagram I have made so that it is very easy to draw. In this I have shown infrabony defect is there and bone graft is placed in the infrabony defect. This is very easy diagram. Evaluation of new attachment: clinical method, radiographic method, surgical, re-entry and histologic method. Regenerative osteosurgery techniques are divided into non-bone graft associated, bone graft associated and combination. Non-bone graft associated surgery, which include removal of junction and pocket epithelium, in which we can achieve the removal of junction and pocket epithelium by curettage, chemical agent, ultrasonic method, lasers and surgical technique like ENAP, excision new attachment procedure. Next is prevention of epithelium migration. We can achieve the prevention of epithelium migration by coronary advancement of flap, guided tissue regeneration and biomodification of root surface. Bone graft associated: the bone graft that we will be discussing will be autogenous, allograft, xenograft and alloplast. Now coming on to the definition of bone graft. Bone graft are the material used for replacement or augmentation of bone. Indication of bone graft: infrabony defect, furcation involvement, implant, extraction socket, sinus lift, ridge augmentation, guided bone regeneration and in combination with guided tissue regeneration. Ideal requisite of bone graft: osteoinductive potential. It should induce formation of bone. It should be predictable, accessible, it should be easily available, safe, biologically compatible with the tissue in the sense of immunological acceptability, minimum sequelae, rapid vascularization and minimum operative hazard should be there. Classification of bone graft based on the origin and based on the osteogenic potential. Based on the origin, I have already discussed autograft, allograft, xenograft and alloplast. And in osteogenic potential, osteoinductive, osteoconductive, osteogenesis and osteoneutral. And definition of all the grafts: autograft, tissue transfer from one position to another within same individual. Auto means the graft is obtained from the same individual, auto. Allograft means obtained from genetically dissimilar individual of the same species. The graft that is obtained from the same species is allograft. Xenograft, tissue transfer from one species to another species. Alloplast, as a name alloplast, plast is a synthetic material that is implanted into the tissues. Autograft advantage: it is considered gold standard because of the rich source of bone and marrow cell. It has osteogenic potential, it shows minimum inflammatory reaction, rapid vascularization around the graft, potential release of growth and differentiation factor. Disadvantages: if large defect is there, then we need large amount of graft. Autograft, they can be obtained from intraoral or extraoral source. From intraoral, bone blend, and from maxillary tuberosity, osseous coagulum, from extraoral, iliac crest, rib, cranium, and tibial metaphysis. In intraoral osseous coagulum, bone is removed with a carbide burr. In bone blend, bone is triturated in capsule. Cancellous bone marrow transplant, bone obtained with the help of trephine. Bone swedging, vertical cut is given in the bone and the bone is displaced toward the edentulous area. Allograft. The allograft are demineralized freeze-dried bone and non-demineralized freeze-dried and frozen iliac cancellous bone. And allograft are commercially available as Encore and Ossex. Advantage: availability in adequate amount, easily available, predictable result, elimination of additional donor site. Freeze-dried bone allograft is considered as osteoconductive material and decalcified is considered as osteoinductive bone graft. In periodontal defect result in significant probing depth reduction, attachment level gain and osseous regeneration. Xenograft, they are organic bovine bone or they can be obtained from the corals. They are commercially available as BioOs Collagen and Pepgen 15. Advantage: the histological studies have shown significant osseous regeneration and cementum formation. Disadvantage: risk of disease transmission, although this is very negligible, but risk of disease transmission is there. Alloplast material available are hydroxyapatite in ceramic. They are resorbable beta tricalcium phosphate, non-resorbable, for example bioactive glasses, polymer, plaster of Paris and plastic materials. Calcium phosphate biomaterial and bioactive glasses. It is commercially available as G-Bone, Cybograft, RTR, and bioactive glasses. They are available as Perioglass and Biogrin. They are well tolerated, they have excellent tissue compatibility and do not elicit any inflammatory or foreign body response. These materials are also osteoconductive, they are not osteoinductive, and they result in clinical repair of periodontal lesion. Bone grafting technique. Patient selection, first point. Next is removal of etiological factor. Flap design with a plan of closure. Full thickness flap reflected beyond the mucogingival junction are recommended. Vertical relieving incision should be used as necessary for proper access to the defect. Degranulation of defect is done, then thorough root planning and scaling is done. Encourage a bleeding bony surface. Pre-suturing to reduce the possibility of displacing the graft material during suturing process. Then condensation of graft material, good tissue coverage should be there, periodontal dressing and antibiotic coverage will be given, and post-surgical proper care. Recent advances in regenerative surgery. In order to score good marks, we can write few additional points in order to differentiate our presentation from other, so that our presentation will be very differentiated from the other. So we'll be writing recent advances in that. In the recent advances of regenerative surgery, LANAP, that is laser assisted new attachment procedure, and it can be achieved with NDYAG laser. And this laser assisted new attachment procedure, it facilitates formation of new tissue formation and it facilitates formation of new tissue for supportive structure of the periodontium. And now coming on to the one-liner question. Copac, they are non-eugenol intra-oral dressing available as in the base and catalyst paste. In the base paste, zinc oxide with added oils and gums are there. In catalyst paste, coconut fatty acid, antibacterial agent are there. Advantage, it enhances patient comfort, mechanical protection to surgical wound, and it support mobility during healing. Dental floss. Dental floss is thin thread generally made up of plastic or nylon, which is placed between the teeth and pulled to clean the interdental area. Type. It is multifilament and monofilament, twisted and untwisted, waxed and unwaxed. They are placed not only between the teeth but also between the teeth and the implant. This point you can add here. Cavitation. Cavitation is the formation of growth and collapse of microscopic bubbles in liquid when the local pressure falls below the saturated vapor pressure of the liquid. The collapse of bubble is violent and can result in generation of high velocities, pressure and temperatures. In ultrasonic scalar, it may be helping to disrupt bacterial plaque and mineralized calculus. Periochip. The controlled subgingival delivery of chlorhexidine. This is 5 into 4 into 0.3 mm film containing 2.5 mg of chlorhexidine gluconate, which is incorporated in a biodegradable matrix of hydrolyzed gelatin cross-linked with the glutaraldehyde. The matrix also contains glycerine and purified water. Frenectomy. Frenectomy refers to complete removal of frenum, including its attachment to the underlying bone. It is required in correction of abnormal diastema between maxillary central incisors. Now, next is one-wall defect. The one-wall defect classification was proposed by Goldman and Cohen, who classified the angular defect. And in this classification, one-wall defect are those in which only one osseous wall is remaining around the tooth. And the treatment for one wall is resective osseous surgery. All the best. Thank you.